I quit my job without telling my husband, and it turned into the biggest fight we've ever had. My husband, Daniel, has always had strong opinions about financial responsibility. Not normal opinions, his version, where he gets to decide what's responsible for both of us, while ignoring how miserable I was becoming. I've worked as an office manager at a logistics company for 6 years. The last 18 months were hell. New manager, constant overtime. My workload tripled, and I was crying in my car at least twice a week. Daniel kept saying, just stick it out. Stable jobs don't fall from trees. Last Wednesday, my boss dumped another last-minute project on me and told me to quit. Whining. Something in me snapped. At lunch, I walked straight into HR and submitted my resignation. 2 weeks notice? I didn't even give 2 hours. I left my badge on the desk and walked out into the sunlight, feeling like I could breathe again for the first time in years. But I knew Daniel wasn't going to take it well. When I got home, he was already in the kitchen heating leftovers. I sat down and told him I had quit. He dropped the spoon on the counter like I'd just confessed to arson. You did what? He yelled. I explained everything. The harassment, the overtime, the fact that I hadn't slept through the night in months. He didn't care. He said I was impulsive, irresponsible, that I should have talked to him first. I said I didn't need permission to leave a toxic job. He said, you make decisions that affect both of us. That means you run them by me. That made something in me go cold. We barely spoke the rest of the night. Thursday morning, I slept in for the first time in forever. I made coffee, opened my laptop, and started updating my resume. Around 10 a.m., Daniel texted me, we need to talk now. The tone made my stomach flip. I thought maybe he wanted to apologize. Nope. He had gone behind my back and called my old employer, my boss. He asked if they would take me back. He told them I was emotional and acting out of stress. My boss emailed me saying, Daniel called. We're open to discussing your return. I felt humiliated, violated, furious. When Daniel got home, I was shaking. I asked him why he would do something like that. He said he was fixing my mistake. I told him it wasn't his call to make. He said if I wasn't going to act like an adult, he'd have to step in. That line nearly made me scream. On Friday, he took it even further. While I was in the shower, he logged into our joint bank account and moved my personal savings into our shared household fund. When I confronted him, he said, if you're not working, we need to manage the finances together. I said that was my savings. He said, not anymore. We're a team. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Saturday, I called my sister. I told her everything. She told me straight, Daniel's not being supportive. He's being controlling. She told me I could stay with her if I needed space. I didn't decide right away. I spent the whole weekend trying to talk myself out of leaving. Daniel acted like everything was normal. He made pancakes. He asked if I wanted to watch a movie. He kept touching me like nothing had happened. It felt surreal, like he'd rewritten the entire week in his head. Sunday night, I told him we needed to talk seriously. Instead of listening, he told me I was being dramatic and that he had handled the situation, so I didn't need to worry. Handled. Like I was a problem, not a person. Monday morning, after he left for work, I called a locksmith. I asked them to rekey the locks, then immediately changed my mind. Instead, I packed a suitcase, grabbed my files, my laptop, and the rest of my remaining personal documents. I wrote Daniel a note, just one sentence. I'm staying with my sister until you learn the difference between partnership and possession. I put the note on the kitchen counter next to the empty spot where my purse used to hang, locked the door behind me, and drove away without looking back.